HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Come on. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Knockdown. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Tells them to negate the block. Taking stock. From up above. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Life lead opens up. Going in. Player two in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit cut sneaks in the throw. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. Air slasher. Burns the drive gauge. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? A quick breather. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation. Oh, burnout triggered. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick. Oh, the throw connects. Going in. And burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Switch sides. Oh, here we go. Doesn't take the throw. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Can't tech the throw. Goes to the overdrive. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Neither of them willing to back off here. Takes a trip. Throws him. What's next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Hanging on for dear life. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Player burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters are trying not to get KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Big throw. Air slasher. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Busts that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Player one has an empty drop, uses the gauge for a super arc. Level 3 super. Bending that meter like it's nobody's business. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. What's the next move? Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both fights springs forward with a drive rush. Shows a medium kick, adds a bit of OD spice. Burnout activates. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. We're all in with a rush. What are they gonna do? Oh, they changed sides. Good job escaping that change. Solid anti-air. Anticipated that throw. Zones with the fireball. Punish counter on the action. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Shuts that down with a parry. With the low. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Uses their drive gauge. Jumps in. Player one is barely hanging on to their burnout, but they may have a plan here. Okay, here we throws him. Player one isn't, the drive impact doesn't work. Oh, they switch sides. Player, oh, yo, Ross Super here. Pokes with a kick. Ooh, does him dirty. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Oh, it is over. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses their drive gauge. Medium kick hits. Big throws. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up. Can't tech the throw? Drive rush to keep it going. The Dragon last lane KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Reacts to the throw. Still very early in the round. Throws them to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Jumps. Checks him with the projectile. Good hits him with a stop and block. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player Chiku doing the business. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Fantastic awareness. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps up. Medium kick. Doing some quick planning? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Good decision with that throw. What'll happen here? Almost no drive gauge left. This round looks burned out, but they may have a plan here. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Doesn't take the throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Pokes with a medium kick. Gets the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Deftly shuts out the jump. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Recovers from burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Decides to nuke them and oh, burnout triggered. Player KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. From up above, takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player two is maintaining experiencing burnout. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Knockdown and throws them. Drive usage is back on the table. Barely blocks the jump in. All in with the rush. Moves forward rush. Oh, the throw connects. Player two needs to use and whips. They're wide open. Closes it out. Player two made all the right moves. And this experience is only going to make them stronger. They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. They exchange blows. Extra spicy Shoryuken. Lots of aggression from both sides. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 chases him down. All right, what's coming up next? The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. Was looking for that jump attack. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Knockdown, and player 1 needs to hold out until their drive rush to keep it going. Up tap to close it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Solid combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Closes the gap. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Pops him hard. Going in? Are we gonna links it? Oh, burnout triggered. Experiencing burnout. Pops him with a shoryu. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. What are they thinking here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? All right, what's coming up next? Oh, burnout on both sides? Oh, whiff the throw. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They saw the chip KO on the table. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Quick dash in. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs him. Drive rush to keep it going. G-right kick for a mix-up. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Checks with a medium kick. Big throws. A quick breather. Burnout dissipates. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. The throw whiffs. Rips the slasher out. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Going in? Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can end the round with a sick combo. Amazing. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Oh no, they're stunned. Player blinks it. Ooh, you floor fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Now letting it all on the drive rush. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player turning it right up with the super. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Jinryu, Repa. Switch sides, rushes in. A real test of in with the crosser. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They're dizzy. The buffet is, are you kidding me? Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Both fighters are raring to go. Parries the projectile. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. No good up high. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Goes for the throw. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Drive gauge finally recovers. All right, what's coming up next? The jump in catches them. From up above. Sneaks in the throw. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Both fighters are looking for a way answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Zones with the fireman. Breaks those shins. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. So, what's next? What are you jumping in for? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Check it, hits the drive. The last round. It's now or never. Quick overhead attack. Oh, the throw connects. Avoids, sees the overhead coming. Ooh, does him dirty. Bring in the heat. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player two burns out. Super to show what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Weekend pleasure. We're in for a good time. What's next? Player two is on track to shrugs that off. Perfect execution with the anti-air. That combo finishes it. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Baits out the low kick. All the throw connects. Air slasher. Checks him with the projectile. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Sticks the jump in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Takes a trip. KO. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Throws out a projectile. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Shows a medium kick. Can't tech the throw. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Checks with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Drive rush to keep it going. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Barely blocks the jump in. Smart play with the throw. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishes. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on. Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Neither of them willing to back off here. Shows a medium kick. Anything could happen here. Dash overdrive jackknife. Going springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will have in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Quick dash it. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. They're going for the super art? Sunrise Festival! Can they ride the beat to the end? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Up into the air off the just cool. Knockdown and... The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Connects with medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Anti-air in the clutch. Fires off an air slasher. Jump. A jump. Full drive on deck. A single hit will do it. How did they anticipate that jump in? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. The pace quickens after trading hits. Uses the target combo as a filler. Super art to show up what our PhD and fighters can do for you. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Ryu. Connects with the throw. What now? Player's willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. Crowns him from above. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially this and what a finish! Player 1 really has to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The low doesn't miss a beat. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Gets the counter hit throw. Takes a trip. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Goes to the overdrive. Next hit will end the round. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, feints? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. What'll happen here? Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their springs forward with the drive rush. Grabs and throws them away. Medium kick hits. Knockdown and... Big throws. Yo, put that away. Still slugging his heels in their drive gauge. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Kick out of nowhere. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Gets the jump in. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Still slugging it out here. Strings it all together. Good anti-air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Solid combo. Oh, easy tech. They block the overhead and, taking stock. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Quick dashing. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Solid throw tech. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. From low heavy to throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 2 won't hit them with a stopping body. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Knockdown and player low heavy. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. The overhead denied. Anti-air in the clutch. What's next? Player 1 pumps the brakes on the impact. They're low on both life and drive gauge right now. What are they gonna do? Crowns them from above. Burn out, but they may have him tops off the tank and scores the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who's going to knock them out of the air? Pokes with blocks the low kick. Impact. What? Looking for a hold. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Burnout activates. Both sides getting ready. Nice fire. Corrects them. A jump. Solid anti-air. Dangerous range here. The drive impact doesn't work. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Oh, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. Player stun. City. Population. What a finish. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Rips the slasher out. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Who'll gain control of the match in the early going? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. The throw misses. Player 1, they get the stun. This is a huge opportunity to end the round quickly. Closing moments wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Shows the medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Brushes off the end, springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 is going to have, burnout triggered. Extra spicy Shoyu connect. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 has an empty drive burnout. Let's get the tempo of the match to change. Gets it all on the full meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. A quick breather. Both fight cross-up attack. Jumps, crowns them from above. Noticeable life lead is if this is gonna hurt. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. What? Who hits the drive? Jumps up. Drives in back, misses. Overhead, but it won't work. Both fighters are standing. Burnout triggered. Both sides getting ready. Links it. Player 1, what a smart throw. Gets the corner, spinning it all on the drive rush. Both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out, but the fire still blazes. Oh, here we go. Escapes the corner. The drive impact doesn't work. Dangerous range here. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 needs... Oh my god, they just choked it up. Crowns them from above. This can lead to some big damage. Noticeable life. All in with a rush. Oh, the throw connects. What's next? It's the drop closes it out. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Ooh, does them dirty. Dashes forward. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They timed that just right to get the perfect pair. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps? All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Projectile to try and change the situation comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Goes for the jump in. Nails the anti-air. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Taking stock. Looking for a chance. Doing some quick planning? Medium kick hit. Gets the pair. Hits him with a stop and bop. Immediate burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Knocked him out of the air. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Time to reassess the situation? Are they going to be able to... Solid anti-air! Are we going to see a comeback here? What's next? Hanging on for impact squash! Medium kick! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Fires off in overdrive. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, burnout on both sides? Player 2 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Holds out with the block. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Very solid corner switch. Drive rush to keep it going. Takes a trip. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Burnout activates. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
Round 2.
Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Oh! Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 chases him down. Looking to impress with this super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Ripper! Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Jumps. Side switch in the corner. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Here comes the corner pressure. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Are we gonna see a cut? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical hour to deal the cash money damage they need. Player 1 can't use anti-air in the clutch. The jump in is denied. What are they gonna do? They gotta dig down deep. What are you jumping in for? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Sees the overhead coming. Solid anti-air. Still plenty of time left. Both fighters are raring to go. What perfect timing. Ooh, what a smart throw. Uses their drive gauge. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Tracks that off. She's turning it right up with the super. Cashes out of a Shifu Okay, here we go. Scrambling here, knocks him out of the air. Throws him. Amazing forward rush. Player 2, oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2, can't you escape deny? Piles on the corner, and dumps him. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Catches them out. They trade. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Blocks the low heavy. Taking stock. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Where is their opening? Good job blocking the jump in. Good showing. Burnout activates. Player 1 is gonna have to wait in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in. That's a counter. Attempt brushes that off and keeps going. Smart play with the throw. They gotta press here to take advantage. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Blocks it. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 is bare. Oh my god, they just choked it up! The jump-in is the flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Nothing stops this train. The last round is a good spot to use the super. Spins it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. This might be gotta do better than that. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Oh, the throw connects. Okay, drive rush. Pokes with a kick. Medium kick. Anti-air in the front. Player 2 can't win this with burnout. Did they mean to do that? There's a burnout. Oh, it's enough. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice air slasher. Anti-air drops. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's the play here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Next up, jump in finds the mark. The low heavy hits. Player 2 chases them down. From up gets him. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 has a slight life lead. What'll happen here? You've got to be mindful of it. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 1 can't use any drive moves, experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Knockdown and... oh, they're in the corner now. Oh, the throw connects. Manages to block, brings down the waning moon on him. Links it. Smacks SA gauges. Brushes that off and keeps going. Dazzles them with a flip. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Hits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Below heavy hits. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Both players with no drive in the tank. Throws them. What's next? Drive gauge finally recovers. So they break forward to pressure the opponent, not having the cross-up. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Life lead opens up. One chance here may end this match. Springs forward with the drive rush. That attack landed for a counter hit. The kick hits! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Immediately brushes that off and keeps going. It baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. Connect burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Hits him with a stop and bop. Burnout activates. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Jumps up. Sees the overhead coming. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. There's drive and back misses. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Are we gonna... This is gonna hurt. Taking chunks out of each other. Dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Jump. Gets the jump in. Throws him. What's next? Both sides looking for an opening. Gets a chance at that jump in. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Takes a trip. Uses the fireball to try and escape, ends with a projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Gets the knockdown, and now... Quick dashing! Early round decisions are so important to set the tone, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Air slasher! So, what's next? Oh, feints? Long low attack hits. Shows experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws him away. Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Both fighters planning something? Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. They decide to take a breather to regroup. We're at a standstill, but we tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach drops them hard. This can lead to some big damage. Player one needs to hold out his flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like Refuse is their drive gauge. Overdrive jackknife sends them down the quick way. Still scrapping for control of the space. Here, burnout activates. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In Real Ripper. Player two drops them. Player two grounds them from above. Fires off an air slasher. Jumps. Drive gauge is almost fades out the low kick. Quick medium, there's a burnout. Solid anti-air. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Looking for a hole, anti-air in the clutch. This can lead to some big damage. Keeps him out. Ooh, does him dirty. What's next? Somehow throw is denied. What a read. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving. Reads the jump in perfectly. It is over. Player two was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits the drive. Gets scooped from down low. Smart play with the throw. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Throws him down. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off here. Holds out with the block. Throws him. What's next? Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. Anything could happen here. Where is their opening? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Jump? Very solid corner switch. Flashes it. Player one will have to fight back here without any drive. KO! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets scooped from down low. Throws them to negate the block. Dashes up. Player one can build off this lead. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Genius read. Gets the jump in. Connects with medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Jumps in. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They exchange blows. The low's blocked. Does he right? Medium kick hit. Flashes it. Excellent damage wrecks them. Big drive gap now. Yes, sir. Dashes out the gauge right there. Hey, this is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Uh-oh. Flatline zone. Player two made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The overhead breaks the rhythm and shakes things up. Player two has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Parries the projectile. Jump in finds the mark. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? All right, what's coming up next? Drive rush. Gets in their face. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Ends the meter, hoping for a good which ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Takeout. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks them with a projectile. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 chases them down. Barely brushes that off and keeps going. Near empty drive gauges will greatly affect both players experiencing burnout. Player 2, oh, burnout triggered. Knockdown and they're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Rips the slasher out. Throws a fireball. A quick breather. Oh, this can lead to some big damage. Bring in the heat. Yo, are they actually dead? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Are these two gonna fight forever? Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sticks the jump in. The combo's there. Starts with a jump in. Sticks the combo. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player 2 chases them down. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Impact's a no-go. Burns the drive gauge. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Throws them. What's next? Connects with medium kick. Shows a medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Closes the gap. Jumps up. Grabs and throws them away. What'll happen here? There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Super Arts on deck. They're going for the Super Art. Uses the gauge for the Super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that Super. Nobody blinked. They return to all in with a rush. Will they go all in without drive? Kick out of nowhere. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Got their eye on the air. Goes for the drive rush there. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips him up. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's the play here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. From up above. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Player, oh no, they're stunned. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Fake out. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Still scrapping for control of the space. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Hit them with a stop and bomb. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Zones with the fireball. Jumps in. You gotta be the low. connects with the throw. A quick breather. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. They are at distance, leading some big damage. Turns out. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Puts them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Let's get
Deal some damage with that quick combo. What's the play here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The low heavy hits. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Blocks the jump in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Definitely answers the air attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Experiencing burnout. Goes low. Burnout activated. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Closes the gap. Gets the knockdown, and now Jackknife Maximum cuts clean through him. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Big, low, reaching heavy. Gets the jump in. Nice parry. The exchange blow. Hits him with a stop and bop. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Quick breather. Jumps in, crowns him from above. Closing moments of the match. Cashes out the cage right there. Still alive. Still alive.
Sit down and shut up!
No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that Gundam. The overhead breaks the rhythm and shakes things up. From up above. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Uses the parry. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Holds out with the block. Taking stock. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, feints? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. A super art? That souped up Sobot smokes them extra hard. Jumps up, grabs and throws them away. Going in, player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Aki. Practice. Combo try.
Okay, that's throwing Blanka. Gotcha. Bang in my master weapon. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Okay, that's laughable. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's laughable. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's throwing Blanka. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's throwing Blanka. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's throwing Blanka. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Okay, that's throwing Blanka. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Okay, that's laughable. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's throwing Blanka. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Bang in my master weapon. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's throwing Blanka. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Okay. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Prepare. Okay, that's so infantile. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Okay, that's so infantile. Gotcha. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Prepare. Fade in my masterwork. Okay, that's so infantile. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's so infantile. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Okay, that's laughable. Okay, that's useless. That's so infantile. Gotcha. That's useless. That's so infantile. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's so infantile. Okay, that's useless. Gotcha. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's useless. Okay, that's laughable. Gotcha. Okay, that's so infantile.
First online. Custom rule. Ryu. Honda.